the 21st century with TV Guide Plus. The first free, easy-to-use interactive on-screen TV guide built into your TV. Watch your show in the picture-in-picture window while surfing other channels, or sort by your favorite categories, sports, movies, and record at the touch of a button. Test Fly TV Guide Plus at retailers today.
Meet the new American heroes. Corbin Bernsen stars in The Cape.
Endeavor, do you read me? Endeavor, do you copy?
What are the chances we'll get her back?
Depends on how far she's away from us. I have no way of knowing.
Endeavor! Endeavor, do you copy me?
Can she hear us?
Probably not.
I can hear. I can hear you.
Keep trying. You never know if she might be picking up some kind of signal.
I read you, Reggie.
CAT scan didn't tell us much. She could be in an unresponsive state or full-blown comatose. Her vitals are strong, she's young, well-conditioned. All that's in her favor.
That's encouraging. She'll be able to live for years like this.
Anything can happen, Major. We just don't know what.
What the hell do you know?
You're her instructor?
That's right.
I know the longer she's like this, the longer the odds get that she'll ever come out of it. I'll call you if there's any change.
Ways to spend 15 hours a month in flying training jets.
But 15 hours is the minimum required, Jimmy. We're doing a lot more than that right now.
You know, if we make it to astronaut...
When we make it to astronaut.
When we make it to astronaut, we're going to have a lot more hours to fly.
Yeah, we're kind of under the gun right now.
Think we should cut it back to 15?
Hell no. No, as long as there's enough fuel to go around.
That's my man.
Too bad we can't keep up our hours in F-16. I miss that Mach 1 rush.
Yeah, the T-38's no slug, Jimmy. Just gotta know how to fly them.
Right.
Let's 30 up and go into some stalls.
Roger that.
You boys wouldn't be starting this party without me, would you?
Check your 6.
What do you know? That is you, isn't it? How about a little combat sim, just to make sure? Negative on that, Major. You're welcome to join the formation. You have forgotten, old buddy. I make my own formations.
He's got to be pulling 7 Gs. Guy's nuts.
Yeah, he is. Flew with him in the Gulf War.
Did anybody tell him it's over?
E03 of this routine servicing mission for the Hubble.
Forget it, she hates astronauts.
Nobody hates astronauts. It's un-American.
She didn't actually use the word hate. Her exact words were basically unnecessary.
Scientist.
Assistant professor of astronomy, Florida State.
Why is she belly up to an astronaut bar?
Visiting mom.
Visiting mom?
Space junkie. Loves astronauts. Retired here so she could watch every launch in person.
Upbringing in complete conflict with her higher learning. Lots of therapy. Could be fun.
DB?
Just hanging with some guys over at SSPF. They've got pressurization problems with the radio docking port gussets in the nodes.
You need to get out more, man.
I know.
What happened to Jeanette? I'm serious.
Her dad found out I was going to be an astronaut. Didn't approve of his daughter dating a wild type.
Right.
Dude, it was nasty.
Did you get a load of Zeke's buddy from the Gulf? Test pilot for some aerospace company.
I heard. Canadian.
I know you like the physics challenge. Now you tell me how he manages to squeeze his head into a regulation-sized home.
Definitely not true.
Oh, come on. Did the cow look like a camouflage tank or not?
No. What? Okay, a very small tank, maybe. All right. Oh, look, all I know is thank God I saw the farmer on the stool when I let my sidewinders go. But that cow squirted a bucket when I detonated over the nasty.
Space telescope will be able to see
That Hubble's quite a story, isn't it? Blew it bigger than Greg Norman at the Masters and made the most spectacular comeback since Rocky Balboa. Resolving power of 0.1 arc second. Aiming accuracy so precise that from Washington, D.C., it could zero in on a dime on top of the Empire State Building.
You work on the Hubble?
Indirectly. I understand you know a little bit about astronomy yourself.
Yes.
I'm telling you, this guy sees this big on his down. He just about soiled his G-suit.
How pleasant.
I was training at Peterson. We were at 30,000. We were supposed to evade the other guy and avoid his missile lock. So this guy gets a lock on me, and I figured game's over. When I see one of his sidewinders coming after me. Thank God for ground-to-air destruct modes, because I would have been toast.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, but when you're dodging AAAs over Iraq, I don't think ground-to-air destruction is an option, is it? No.
It's a different story, man.
Yeah, the Gulf War was a little before my time. I never really saw any action.
Well, then I guess you really haven't flown yet, have you?
She was a normal person until she took a vacation to the Space Coast one year. Talked to Story Musgrave, waiting for a table at an IHOP, and that was it. Now she's going through what I went through with Led Zeppelin, only I was 15 and couldn't afford to move to London and dedicate my life to them.
You're not a fan of manned space flight.
They're necessary from time to time. Hubble repair being one. But by and large, robotics could accomplish most of these missions' objectives with greater efficiency.
Is that right?
No question.
So it's the manner in which they're used that bothers you. Astronauts themselves, you don't have a problem with?
No, I pretty much think they're arrogant public relations gimmicks. With exceptions, of course.
Of course.
Well, I should be going. It was nice talking to you.
Pleasure was all mine.
You never mentioned what exactly you do for NASA.
Jack Riles. Jack Riles.
Oh, hey, I was on that one.
Oh. Jack Riles.
Can't go on anymore.
just can't.
The last thing I want to be is another reason.
All I know is I haven't gone up.
There's no rule about instructors getting involved with trainees. We're adults, and we're attracted to each other.
It's an unwritten.
Nobody cares.
It's an unwritten. I just can't give him another reason.
The last thing I want to be is...
I'll see to it you don't get a pin of any damn color.
The last thing I want to be is another reason.
First up, the Hubble. As you all know, STS-82 is in orbit for the servicing mission. All mission specialist candidates are required to observe the repair via video conference. Next item. All pilots will report to the orbiter simulator at 1400, where Major Warren will take you through the proximity ops portion of rendezvous training. Major Warren. Orbiter simulator training, 1400.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What's that?
And last, T-38 flight requirements. Local farmers have been complaining of jet aircraft buzzing their cattle. Now, I know there are other jet aircraft up there that aren't ours, but I'd like to remind you that NASA regs are clear on this. We do not buzz cattle. We have a reputation to maintain. Got it? We're done.
I can't wait for L over D-Max training.
Have to make a few dives in the FDA's first. You want a little action? What do you say we do a couple of pitch out and rejoins?
Your stomach still with you?
You kidding? Hasn't happened since my third day of training.
What's the roll rate on these things?
Let's find out. Always nice to get a different perspective. Well, it looks pretty good from this angle.
Captain Ego, 10 o'clock.
Girls, you call a few pitch outs and rejoins action? I think you've got soft on me, Zeke. Of course, not as soft as Mr. Death-defying training mission here. Oh, don't worry, Jimmy. There's no sidewinders under my wings. Come on, Jimmy. Head back.
No, I still got some hours to log.
Our fuel station's at 800. I'm out of here.
You okay?
Yeah. Where wouldn't I be?
A NASA jet went down near Tico airstrip. They don't know who it was yet, but there's no way the guy made it.
About an hour ago, where the wreckage of a NASA training jet was discovered. NASA has identified the aircraft as that being flown by astronaut candidate Jimmy Wilson, who was killed in the crash. This marks only the second time in NASA history that an astronaut candidate has been killed in training.
Hold on. Let me tell you. Jesus. The press is all over me for a statement. Do we know what happened?
He was an expert pilot. All the T-38s were checked out 3 days ago. Everything was fine.
Okay. The information board will want to talk to everyone who was up there this morning. Any more of them yours?
Flight ops is getting me a list. Come on, we gotta see something.
Okay.
You heard? Yeah, I heard. What the hell happened? Oh, man. Well, I rolled out, and he took off after me. Guess he wanted to prove he could keep up or something. I don't know. You know, he threw some stunts, and I played along for a while. The guy tried to lead me into a split S at 10,000 feet. I mean, Jesus, Zeke. I'm a little crazy, but I'm not suicidal. I mean, there's no way he was going to pull out of that. You know, I told him to eject, but...
There's definitely going to be an investigation.
I mean, there's no reason for anybody to know I was up there with him, right? It's not my fault he's dead. See, I got a wife and kid who can take the fall for this just as much as I am. You know that.
Wait, I'm going to have to tell him what happened.
Why? It's not going to change anything for Jimmy Wilson. Zeke, listen to me. I'm on probation with this company as it is. I can't wait. Look, I covered your ass in the Gulf, man. I need you to cover mine now. Zeke?
The High Bay. It's a 100,000 class clean room. It's the last stop for the International Space Station components. They're checked out, put into canisters for the trip out to the pad on the transporter. Then they're loaded into the orbiter's payload bay. When the station's complete in 2002, it'll have its own service module, science power platform, habitation module, and 7 laboratories. And all for only about $9 a year for each American taxpayer. The one-on-one tour with the director of the facility is absolutely free, however.
Well, I just hope I can remember some of this when I wake up. Oh, thank you, Jack.
My pleasure. She's all yours, Steve.
Very clever, I must say.
Yeah, the airlock itself is over 5,000 square feet.
I've really seen it all now.
Am I missing something?
If it's any consolation, I recognize what a novel try it was. I have never had a man try to get to me through my mother in a clean room.
Well, I could go for a cup of coffee. How about yourself?
Let's cut through it, Jack. I'm here only because it's important to her. Do we understand each other?
Roger that.
Men riding their rockets just doesn't do anything for me. As far as I'm concerned, it's a complete waste of time.
Did someone shake a Buzz Aldrin doll at you in your crib?
I'm sorry. I know you two were good friends.
You know, I don't usually click with these guys. But Jimmy was the first person I really hung out with here. I remember I was studying one of those microgravity experiments from STS-42. And he made the mistake of asking me what I was doing.
And you told him, of course.
Only for about an hour.
Poor Jimmy.
He never interrupted me once. And he didn't care about the experiment one slightest bit. But he knew I did. That was Jimmy.
From now on, all ASCAN T-38 training will be 2 men to a plane. No more solo flights, and I want them in radio contact with the tower at scheduled intervals, not just takeoffs and landings. Reggie.
Whoa.
What?
Lieutenant Commander DeSantos and I,
Lieutenant Commander DeSantos and you.
we were involved.
Oh, Jesus, Reggie.
I know. I broke it off. Just before the accident, we got into it, and it got pretty heated.
Maybe you should take some time off.
Thanks, Bo.
I just can't believe it was pilot error. Jimmy's safety record was cleaner than Air Force One. Zeke, you flew with Jimmy. You think he could have screwed up like that?
I don't know. I left. I was bingo fuel, and I got out of there. That's the last that I saw him.
You were up there with him this morning?
Huh? Yeah.
How was he flying? Was he okay?
I don't know. I got out of there. I left before any of it happened.
I just can't believe you would down a plane like that.
Hey, DB. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
You a friend of Barbara's? I'm her training instructor at the Cape. Reggie Warren.
Yes, of course. She wrote about you in her letters. Lloyd Price.
Nice to meet you.
Barbara's fiance.
He had no family. His only close friends were here at the Cape. All we really know about this fine young man is that he was an Air Force pilot, that he served his country well, and he was training to become part of the greatest adventure man has ever known. Jimmy Wilson was going to be an astronaut. I know he would have made a damn good one.
A young pilot was killed in the Second World War. In his locker, they found a poem written to his mother. He hoped it would comfort her if anything should happen to him. Part of it reads, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter's silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you'd never dreamed of. And while, with silent lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand, and touched the face of God.
So protective of her life here. It's as if it were a separate thing. Sacred, almost. Didn't bother me, don't know why. Maybe you should have changed, even in some small way.
How long have you been together?
Almost 2 years. We both had standby tickets on a flight with one standby seat. We were still arguing over it as the plane took off.
She has a point of view.
Can't imagine what it might be like without her, Reggie. I don't know what I'll do without her.
Yeah.
I'm just glad she had you here.
I thought I made it clear.
You made it crystal clear, and believe it or not, I heard you. I'm just dropping off something I promised your mother. It's an autographed picture of Story Musgrave.
Thank you.
You know, there are times in life when you just gotta suck it up enough to admit to yourself that you were wrong.
I accept your apology. No hard feelings.
Hard as it is to imagine, I was thinking in terms of yourself.
You were.
Yeah. Well, what you fail to realize is that you have as much of an astronaut complex as any astronaut.
Is that right?
You're smart, you're arrogant, you're opinionated, and you're damn quick to judge. Matter of fact, the only difference between you and us is that you don't know what the hell you're talking about. The reason I go up, the reason we all go up, is something you'll probably never understand. Here it is. You're in the park with your dog, Yogi, and you're hitting fly balls, and he's shagging them back to you, right? And you really connect with one, and you knock it over the fence. Well, it's your only ball, so naturally you're going to go over the fence to get it. When you get over on the other side, you look around, and you realize you've never been here before. And it's getting dark, and it's kind of scary. But there's something drawing you to that ball. And it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that you're not going to have a ball tomorrow. And it sure as hell wouldn't be as good if you sent Yogi. Be sure and tell her the story. Sign that himself.
Zeke. Hey, DV. How's it going?
Okay.
Listen, that eulogy you gave at the cemetery, it's really nice.
Wade was at the funeral.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's Wade got to do with all this?
Have to do with what?
Whatever it is you've been so weird about since Jimmy's accident.
You know what, DB? I'm sorry. I'm tired and I'm upset.
Well, he's your friend, and you were in the war. You got the stuff, that's fine. But Jimmy was my friend, Zeke, and Jimmy died.
I cared about Jimmy, too. You know, maybe you might want to consider that you don't know everything there is to know about Wade, or me for that matter. And maybe this whole situation is not the big conspiracy that you think it is.
I never said anything about a conspiracy. I just asked what was going on.
What have you done? These are people's lives, Barbara. Who are you thinking?
Excuse me. Do you know where I can find Wade Campbell?
Yeah, he went to go get an engineer to check out the damage on his fuselage.
Damage?
What I'd like to do is increase it to 200.
Here. What's going on? She's responding. Barbara? It's Lloyd.
Hold me, Reggie. Hold me.
It's okay for us to be in here? I have clearance for Hangar 17 to view Nevis at special projects.
Hangar 11.
We got lost. Samples directly from Wade and Jimmy's planes. The lab test shows a perfect match of the color and oxidation levels. There were pieces of Wade's fuselage on Jimmy's rudder.
trials.
Sylvia Ford.
Yes, is there something you wanted?
Look. I, may not have been totally correct in my assessment of certain things.
I see.
I, was wondering if I could buy you dinner tonight. We could talk more about it.
I see. Just the two of us, dinner?
Well, Thursday's her mom's Apollo 13 night. Tonight she's playing Jim Lovell.
Your mom's in a play?
Not exactly. She rents the movie and says the words along with Tom Hanks.
I'll pick you up at 8. Better yet, why don't you pick me up?
Right. Roger that.
This one from Bahrain? Wait! I know about Jimmy. I know about Jimmy.
Okay, I clipped him. I didn't do it intentionally. The guy goaded me into a sim, and then he rolled his tail too close.
Be honest with me, Wade.
I am being honest with you, man. The guy had something to prove.
Oh, come on. The only thing that Jimmy Wilson had to prove was that he had what it took to be an astronaut. He wasn't going to screw it up playing war with you.
I'm sorry, what are you trying to say, buddy?
What do you think I'm trying to say?
I don't know what you're trying to say. What the hell do you expect me to do?
Do the right thing! No matter how crazy it got in the Gulf, no matter what stunt you pulled, I always knew one thing. That you were a straight shooter,
Yeah,
man.
well, I have a family, okay? It was an accident. It's not gonna make any difference.
It makes all the difference in the world. And you know that.
If her progress continues, there's no reason to believe she won't make a full recovery. She'll just have to be monitored closely.
Thanks for dinner.
Pleasure is all mine.
Talking with Dr. Bernsen, one of NASA's Hubble research scientists, who will give us a more detailed description of what we're viewing. But I'm sure everyone will agree, these images are truly spectacular. Kennedy Space Center has given us special permission to broadcast these pictures. And according to a NASA spokesman, repair crews work around the clock in order to get the telescope up and running.
Oh, wait. Several interrelated problems, several systems that weren't working, and one backs up the other. What are some of those systems? Can you be a little more specific?
Sure, Mark.
Jack, please.
But I imagine that it's the low-gain antenna, which was not connecting up to the primary mirror. We will be bringing you uninterrupted coverage of these incredible pictures for the next several hours.
Next time on The Cape.
Am I looking at the first female shuttle, Commander?
T-minus 6 seconds.
As the countdown begins.
Sweetheart, there's risk in everything we do.
3.
The pressure builds.
Thank God for simulators.
2.
Now, one astronaut in a blaze of glory.
1.
Will face her greatest challenge.
Caitlin?
Corbin Bernsen stars in The Cape.